Hello, social media friends. It is Jeremy rolling with Triple R Bail Bonds, and it is Saturday, January the 31st, 2026, 8:02 Central Time here in the cold state of Arkansas. We are in a frozen tundra. This is Bail Bacon America, where every single Saturday at some point throughout the evening, I do this show called Bail Bacon America, where you get a chance to win $25 for yourself, $25 for your favorite philanthropy, and also some merchandise, some hoodies, some t-shirts, some hats, whatever it is that we put together. It doesn't matter where you're at, we will ship it to you because we talk to you about three things that we are passionate about. That is bail, that is bacon, that is America. And then at the very end, I give you a question, and if you participate, you get a chance to win that money and those prizes. Now, there is two ways that you can enter that you've heard me say hundreds of times over since we've been doing this. You can go to triplrbailbonds.com once a day and you can sign up. If you win that, you win $25 just for yourself. It is answering the question that wins that. So, what we're going to start off with, as we always do, is bail. Hello, Janelle Swan. Be sure to share this video. Follow us on YouTube and Rumble. I always share these videos to it. All right, now, let's kick it off with bail. If you live in the state of Mississippi, there is some new legislation that is going through your House of Representatives, your Senate side right now. Basically what they are doing in Mississippi, which I foresee will happen more and more over the coming years, is that the state constitutional amendment proposed to require secured bond for bail restricted crimes. Basically what the headline means, and that came from the Magnolia Tribune, an online newspaper there in Mississippi. Basically what they're doing is they are taking the discretion out of the judge's hands. They are going to require mandatory type of bail in certain types of restricted crimes, basically all of your felonies. Kind of 50-50 on the issue, because I always believe that it should be up to the judge to set a bond or not set a bond, because at the end of the day, an individual is innocent until proven guilty. But I can also see the benefits for the state of Mississippi and also many states that is going to follow this, because at the end of the day, here in the state of Arkansas, you can get on your search engine right now. You can search 1684-201 and 1684-207, which is action on bail and bail bonds. I think the perfect scenario here to fix all of this is that if our judicial judges could all get in line and get back to criminal history, employment, risk of flight, risk of reoffending, and set more reasonable bonds, then you have a solid communicative tag team, so to speak, to where the bondsman is making sure that the accused show up for court, because we work for the accused, okay? But we also work for the courts, we work for the alleged victim, we work for the state, making sure that people appear in court. And if we get to more reasonable bonds, then you're going to have less of a jail population, less of an expense on your tax-paying, law-abiding citizens within your county. And I think what Mississippi here is doing is going to kind of set the curve to do that. And I'm interested to see how this thing turns out for them, because I will always be a proponent and a supporter of bail, because I know the benefits that come along with it when someone chooses me or chooses, I don't speak for any other companies or any other agents, but I can tell you, when you choose us, from the moment you walk out of the jail until the very last time that you have to be in court, we are going to make sure you know when, where, and why, how to dress, what's going to transpire that day, so you know what you're walking into each and every time that you have court. Now let's move on to bacon. I don't know if any of you all have TikTok, but if you do have TikTok, Triple R Bail Bonds has TikTok. You can give them a follow if you like. I'm not too into that app. I handle all the social media on that, but if not, you need to check out TurboStas 277. TurboStas 277. He basically has about 10,400 followers plus, but he is a great follow, or that handle is a great follow, because I recently just watched a video where the individual made a bacon cheeseburger out of an air fryer, okay? And it basically, everybody that tasted it said that it was better than McDonald's, which I'm not going to say anything bad because I don't want to get sued. I'm not a McDonald's guy. But anyway, if you have a chance out there and you have an air fryer, I do not have one, try making a bacon cheeseburger in an air fryer, and they say that it is the best thing you will probably ever eat. Now let's move on to America. You might be asking yourself, why does Jeremy have a Boston Red Sox hat on? He's a devout Cubs fan. Yes, I am. But you can also see that this Red Sox hat here has some age on it, because the Boston Red Sox are my American League team. Red Sox American League, Cubs National League. If those two ever meet in the World Series, I will sell everything I own. I will borrow money from every person that is a friend of mine. I will call the bank. I will ask for a massive loan because I will go watch every game in that World Series. But the reason why I'm wearing this hat is because baseball season is not that far off. And if you need to get in the groove, if you need to get those juices feeling again for baseball, go to Netflix. Now, this was released back in April. I've watched it 2 or 3 times because I just love baseball. I have the MLB network, and during the off season, you know, they do top center fielders, top shortstops, et cetera, et cetera. They also replay the World Series. It's a great thing to have. But go to Netflix if you love baseball and watch The Clubhouse. It's basically a year that they spent with the Red Sox, and it really profiles the mental health of players, the grind of the season, all the things that transpire between them and their family, because, you know, they have a lot of players from Venezuela and their family can't get over here from visas and stuff. It's a great show. It really shows you a Major League Baseball player on a day-to-day basis on what they go through. That is why, in my personal opinion, it is the greatest game ever invented, because it is a grind. You get in a slump, you don't get in a slump, you're hot, you're not hot. There's a whole bunch of things that go into a 162 game season. Now, let's get on to finding out who wants some money. Now, Mary Lawson Gann, I have your money from last week in an envelope. I just haven't made it to the blue post office box yet. So you can expect your money coming out first thing Monday. We hadn't got any mail here until the last couple days. No deliveries or anything, because where I'm currently at, from here for the next mile is nothing but a glaring sheet of ice. The old gray mare can go, though. But anybody that commented on last week's video, you're going to have to give me a second, because I have to go in here and see who all done that, and we will randomly pick one, because I forgot to do that prior to going live, because I had a phone call and then I forgot. Give me just a second, and then we're going to go to the other thing. Hold on. Just a second. Got to find out where I'm at on this phone. I have a random way that I can spin this and pick. I can't use my main phone because I got the Bulls playing on it. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pick 2 out of the online thing. How's that sound? And then I'll roll everybody that commented last week into next time. Now, don't forget, I cannot show you the names because of I got in trouble because I showed some personal information. So we're going to pick 2. There's one. Now we're going to pick another one, and then I'm going to show you who they were. Here we go. Hold on one second. Here are your 2 winners for this week. Right there. Ann Walls and Shane Hendricks. All right, Shane Buffalo Hendricks and Ann Walls. I know how to get a hold of both of you. I hope y'all enjoy your winnings. So basically, we're going to give merch and donate to 2 charities to make up. I'm going to roll everybody's name that commented last week into this show right here. So that's it for this week's Bell Bacon America. Normally, I used to open the show with the flag, but it's dead. I've tried to get the thing working. Go check out the Red Sox on the Netflix. Try a bacon cheeseburger with an air fryer. Let me know how it is. And let's see how Mississippi does. I think it's going to happen. It's pretty much happening in Arkansas now, what we talked about. But y'all have a great rest of your evening. Stay safe. It is the last day of January, and it was a long January. It's supposed to be 60 degrees this coming Friday, though. I hope so, because this stuff out here is as solid as a rock. I almost fell today, and if I fall, I'm going to bounce. Probably bounce in Mississippi, because I've done nothing but eat since I've been locked up. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Give me 10, 15 minutes. I get everything cleaned up, And y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching Bell Bacon America. And be sure to share this video because we do this every single week. Y'all have a great night.